Well, we turn now to boat building and the contributions being made by a young Bahamian. We join Antoine Smith live. Good morning again, Antoine.
Well, if you're a fan of sailing, the regattas, or just the water in general, then we've got a treat for you. Joining us this morning on the morning edition is one of the top sailors in the country. We have Knowles with us. Stephen Knowles with us. How are you doing this morning?
Great. How are you?
I'm pretty good now. We're going into the best of the best weekend coming up soon, and we just want to know, how are you preparing for that?
And right now, with the VDK over here, we raced in Long Island a couple of weeks ago, and we ran aground, and subsequent to that, we capsized. So we had some damage to the boat on the sides and on the deck and the keel. So we're trying to get it painted up now. The guy was supposed to do some painting yesterday, but because of the weather, the rain came down with a cold front, he wasn't able to do it. So hopefully he gets it done today or first thing in the morning, because we have the race on Thursday. We also damaged the mast. We had to do some repairs to that. I'm going to finish that up today. So we'll be ready by Thursday, God's will. And the chase, we're going to put it in the water today to get ready. They're launching all of the boats today on Porterski Dock. So it's going to be an exciting weekend.
So you will have two boats in the race. That's the Chase and the Witty K. And the Witty K is your sort of, you can say, your winning boat. Tell me all the work that you were listing, the damage that happens to it. Tell me all the work that really goes into sort of like preparing that boat to get back in the water again.
Well, the Witty K, which is a C class, they race more during the year. We race the Witty K anywhere between 6 and 8 times a year. So the likelihood of things happening is higher because it travels a lot around the islands, and just stuff happens. The Susan Chase, we only race it 3 times a year: Georgetown, Long Island, and this regatta. There's also another one, the Running Tide, that came from Long Island. She's already on Porterski Dock in the A class that I race. We're gonna put her in today too. But when you have damage like that, it takes a lot of time. Like I said, I was telling you earlier, the preparation work is the key with anything, just like cooking. With painting, it takes a lot of time to get it ready to paint. Painting is the easy part, and it's just tedious. Even with the gluing of the wood, you have to leave that glue overnight for it to dry. You can't just do it now, clamp it, and an hour later say you're gonna do more work to it. You have to let it sit at least 12 hours before you can do anything else. So you see all the clamps over there on the trailer. That pry actually cracked when we capsized also. So I'm trying to get that fixed. I did that yesterday. I'm going to finish that up early this morning. I've been working on these things from Friday. Do a couple hours every day. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, yesterday, now today. So it's a lot of time and dedication. If you don't do those things, when you go out and race, you might break down and you might not finish the race. So you have to be prepared.
Okay, so this is the best of the best weekend. So nothing but the best. Tell me, what does this particular regatta mean for you?
Well, this regatta is unique in itself because the other regattas that we have, we race over 4 days, but the final 3 races of the series, you add up all the points, and the guy that ends up with the most points or the least points, depending on how they score it, wins. So it's really the best out of 3 days. In this particular regatta, you race for 3 days to kind of qualify. Say, for instance, in the C class, you have upwards of 40 boats, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. On Sunday, only 10 would sail. And in the B class, you have about 10 or 11. Only 5 would sail on Sunday, and the same thing in the A. So it's like an elimination process. Once you get in on Sunday, whoever wins that one race wins the regatta. So it's very atypical of regatta racing throughout the country. It's kind of unique. So you could win every race Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and you could come out Sunday and don't win anything and end up second or third or fourth, and you won't win overall. So you have to, it's a different mental state of preparation in a sense. You want to do well Thursday, Friday, and Saturday so you can qualify for Sunday, but Sunday it's all hands on deck to win that one race to be the best of the best champion. So it's a different mindset, basically.
So I told you that it is chilly, and this weekend, I don't know what's going to happen, but you told me not to worry about that because it's sort of perfect conditions for sailing, and you're just ready to get out there on the water.
Well, when you get out there early in the morning, like right now, if you go out on the boat and you get splashed with the seawater, trust me, it does feel cold. You know, lie. But ironically, I was in Boston last weekend watching the Patriots and the Cowboys game. And I don't know if you've seen it on TV. It was very windy and rainy, so I bought some very good foul weather gear. Normally,
Right.
this time of the year, I just go out and, I might wear a long pants or one of these shirts, long sleeve, or jacket. But sometimes, you get cold. But if it gets cold this weekend, I'm going to put on that fall weather gear I had on at the Patriots
All
game,
right.
and I won't have to worry
So
about
he
the
has
cold.
that cold weather gear, and he is ready for the waters no matter how cold. The Susan Chase and the Woody K are coming for the Best of the West weekend. And reporting from here in the boatyard, I am Antoinette Smith from ZNS Network News. Back to you in the studio.